Hello and welcome to Season 4 of the Lawyers Learning Center with DHIA podcast. This season, we are going to dive into all things cyber-related: cyber attacks, data breaches, cybersecurity, and cyber liability insurance. Subscribe so you don't miss a thing. We show up every Thursday to deliver insightful information on professional liability insurance, discuss business insurance solutions, and unpack the phases of running a business. Cybersecurity. Is your law firm ready? Cybersecurity is on the tip of the tongue of nearly every business, legal, and technology leader today. Cyber attacks are considered the third largest global threat according to the World Economic Forum 2018 Global Risk Report. One of the hackers' top targets is proving to be the legal industry due to the type and volume of data held by firms and the judicial system. Attacks and breaches hit the legal industry especially hard. In 2016, for example, more than 11.5 million documents were hacked from Mossack Fonseca, a Panama-based law firm. Making matters worse, these documents, consisting of more than 2.6 terabytes of data, were publicly leaked. In 2017, DLA Piper, a global law firm with offices in more than 40 countries, was hit by a ransomware attack that shut down most of its offices. Their loss of revenue from the shutdown was huge. Conventional thinking says that they can file insurance claims for these lost billable hours, right? Sure, unless the claims are denied. Then these hundreds of thousands of dollars in billable hours are lost. Cybersecurity vulnerabilities pose serious risks to law firms, such as business interruption, lower productivity, and damage to their reputation from an adverse media report. All of these risks have disastrous results to net profit, retention of key attorneys, and being able to get and keep clients. Few firms can survive hits like this. Law firms who want to stay ahead of cyber threats must change their playbooks. The playbook overview involves quantify your risk and make a plan. Outline how current cybersecurity processes, policies, and tools can or can't handle each scenario or disruption. Continue this in an ongoing process that adjusts as cybersecurity continues to evolve. Putting a cybersecurity playbook into action is easier said than done. Most law firms don't have the internal security expertise to thoroughly evaluate scenarios and tools, especially as threats change and firms grow. Another challenge is that most firms usually store personally identifiable information and sensitive client data in a central location. Most firms' systems contain easy entryways for hackers. Only the newest systems within the last 3 to 5 years were designed with cybersecurity features or adapt well to modern security methods like encryption. How to start the process. Start by quantifying your exposure. This is a simple exercise with just a few steps. Step 1. Make a list of everything that could be accessed if someone penetrated your systems. You'll start with obvious items like email, employee records, customer records, and files on your computers and servers. Then, you'll include any cloud storage your organization uses. Does your data include trade secrets, your own or your customers'? How about intellectual property? Don't forget to list anything with personally identifiable information, such as prospect lists and marketing lists. Step 2. Make a list of any organizations or standards that impose compliance upon you. Examples include HIPAA, GDPR, and CCPA, the California Consumer Privacy Act. You should detail any organization or standard that has specific guidelines for how you secure data and manage security breaches. Mark the standards that apply next to each line in the list you created in the first step. Step 3. Now it's time to quantify your financial exposure. There are multiple ways a breach can impact you financially. A few of them are lost productivity, lost work product through ransomware, fines for failing to meet compliance, reputation damage, current revenue stream, reputation damage for future revenue stream, lawsuits and damages awarded in court, and loss of competitive advantage through leaking of trade secrets. Some of these items are covered by data breach insurance. Others are not. You should assess what your insurance covers and tally items not covered by insurance. Step 4. Add the total financial exposure and subtract anything covered by insurance. Can your business sustain a financial hit of that size? Next steps. Review your data breach insurance policy. You may want to adjust coverage based on your exposure and your risk tolerance. You may also want to consider a third-party audit by a cybersecurity consultant. They can recommend how to fortify your environment based on your unique needs. These are often simple steps that can dramatically improve your security. You may face the misfortune of a breach, followed by litigation. Your strongest position at that point is demonstrating that you took reasonable measures to protect sensitive information. Start taking these steps today. Final thoughts. If a firm develops and implements its security playbook properly, cybersecurity can easily be developed into a competitive advantage. Looking at cybersecurity as something to put off until tomorrow could be an accident looking for a place to happen. You can easily calculate the cost of not getting it right. For most firms, this cost is too high. The right amount of foresight and insight dedicated to cybersecurity planning can go a long way toward protecting your firm from security breaches, career-killing problems, and the very real possibility of going out of business. As you consider these questions, remember that hackers are attacking computers and networks at a near constant rate. A recent University of Maryland study showed an average of one attack every 39 seconds. Will your law firm be one of them? Thank you for listening to another episode of the Lawyers Learning Center with DHIA podcast. If you found this information useful, please subscribe and share. We invite you to share your biggest takeaway in the comments, ask us a question, or suggest a topic you'd like to hear. Your feedback will help us keep our topics relevant for you, which is why we are here. If you're new here, we encourage you to listen to our first 2 seasons. Our Lawyers MBA series was created to cover the topics law school missed and is packed with actionable tips on running the business side of a law practice. Tune in next Thursday to discuss recovering from a data breach or cyber attack from an IT perspective.